I'm just going to start off with our grades today. So there are 3 grades that you can join at. And I can see that this session is dedicated on the practitioner grade, which is the one that we're going to be going over. So our CQI practitioners are people who are actively practicing quality management. And what we require from you is 2 years worth of experience in a quality-based role. And we'll touch upon the roles in a bit more detail shortly, and 30 hours worth of formal training. It may be the case that you don't quite meet the requirements yet, or when we go through the process, your training might not be accepted or anything like that. If that is the case, you can still join us at the affiliate grade, and there are no actually requirements for this grade. So if at the end of this session you find out that you don't actually meet the requirements, there is an alternative for you. Equally so, we've also got our chartered member grade. Now, the application process for this one is very time consuming. It's a case study approach, and we're looking for about 10 case studies from you. So I'm not going to go too much into detail on the session about the chartered member, but that is a way forward for you. In the near future, once you become a member with us, you can regrade up the grades to the next steps. And here you'll be able to see a list of our grades at the top of the page. So you'll see affiliate, practitioner, and chartered member. And on the left-hand side, you've got a list of our membership benefits. Now, the main difference between our actual grades is the recognition, so the top part. So for our practitioner grade, you will receive our PCQI post-nominals, as well as use of the PCQI logo as well. And going up the grade, you will receive logos and certificates on the grade that you achieve. So if you're looking to regrade later on, you can get your chartered member post-nominals and so forth. Thomasine, do you want to just do a quick rundown of the benefits for the CQI and maybe touch upon your favourite one?
Yes, more than happy to do so. Hello, everyone. My favourite one is the e-library. Have to admit it, and I feel no qualms about admitting it. There are over 4,000 publications in the e-library. It's an e-library, so it's accessible everywhere, anywhere that you've got internet access and presumably power on your phone, battery, so on and so forth. Some of the publications are obviously sector specific, and several of them are not. They're just generalist publications like Time Magazine, New Scientist, that sort of thing. But as you can see, there are a lot of benefits that benefit your professional development. The Quality Careers Hub is absolutely excellent. So if you're just wanting to literally take the pulse of your career, see where you are, see where you want to go, honestly, head over to the Quality Careers Hub. It is great. If you want to take sort of short courses, a couple of quizzes to see how you go about it, again, Quality Careers Hub. Now, networking is obviously huge. It is very important to your career and just being a part of the quality community. And the branch events and the special interest groups, absolutely excellent for that. LinkedIn, I'm sure you're all familiar with, but the special interest groups are pretty much, again, one of my favorites. And I think one of the best things about the branch events and the special interest groups is that they're hybrid events now. After the past couple of years that we've all gone through, whereas before they were obviously location based, now they are hybrid. So some people will be on site meeting in person, and the rest of us can join, like this webinar, online, which means you're not restricted beyond can you be up at that time in the morning. These events are about sharing best practice. That's the whole point. It's not just a meet and greet and let's meet our peers. It's about learning from each other, sharing what you know and learning other things to help you be the best quality professional that you can be, and which obviously then benefits the organisation that you work for.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of enthusiastic volunteers who,
oh my gosh, yes,
who love to, run these events and try and get the best out of everyone, plus give that chance for people to network and sort of discuss, the challenges that they're facing and potentially how to overcome them or what they've done within their organisation. As you can see, there's a big list of benefits here that we haven't even gone over. We've got things like our Quality World magazine that you get quarterly. You have things like our mentoring scheme. So if you're looking to, speak to someone directly and learn from them, that's a chance for you. But there's a lot available to you. And again, you can get them for each of the grades available to you. The main difference is that recognition side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the application form page by page with everyone. And hopefully you will be able to submit your applications to us once we've gone through this session with you. So for anyone that hasn't started an application process, our website is quality.org. When you click on that, there'll be a Join Now button at the top right-hand side of the page where this My Applications button is. If you click that, that will create an account for you. And once you've created an account, it will take you to this Apply for a New Membership page. For anyone that's already got an account, if you sign in via the members area, there's a members area tab here. You go My Membership and apply for a new membership, and then that will let you start a new membership application with us. If you click Join the CQI and then click on the practitioner grade, this will just bring up the first page of the application process. This is just a little bit of pointers and tips on how to actually get back into the application and some information about submitting your application, including the application fee information and a link to our fees here as well.
Please take the time to read it. It is, it's important.
Yes, and we'll go over a little bit more detail about the fees later on in the application as well. What I might do is just open up the link so we can show people later. So the first page is the training and qualifications page. So to meet our criteria, you must have successfully completed a total of 30 hours, so 4 full days of quality related training or qualifications. Thomasine, do you want to go over a little bit more detail on this actual page?
Absolutely. As you can see, as Rob has just said, 4 days. Now, it says quite clearly, and we really can't get around this. We can't accept training that is less than 1 day's duration. So if it was half a day, unfortunately, we can't accept that. But when we talk about training, we are talking about quality-based training that is, how can I put this? It's got to be at least semi-formal. You've got to have learning objectives and you've got to have achieved those learning objectives. So if you've done a course and you've gotten a certificate that says that you've attended, you won't be able to use that in this application. There's got to be a clear indication that you learned what you were there to learn. So the type of training that we're interested in is, of course, any auditing course. So if you've done a 5-day lead auditor, we absolutely love those courses, yes. If you've done the internal auditor training along with the foundation, again, we can absolutely accept those. Now, if you've done, say, a diploma or a degree that isn't strictly quality-based, but did have quality modules within it, then when you submit your certificate as part of the application, please also submit your transcript. We'll need to see which of those modules that are relevant, that absolutely display that you have the training that we're asking for. In-house training can be accepted, but as it says here on the page, it has to be formalized. You've got to have, again, had that those learning objectives and you've got to have achieved them.
Yeah, correct. And just remember with the training and qualification section, it does get marked by a human assessor. So, if you've done a course and you think, oh, I think it's quality based, then our assessor will look at the course and review it. Thomasine, you've done thousands of applications. How many courses have you received and we've accepted?
I've had to do some homework to check out the courses, but many. You'd be surprised. I suppose what we're saying with these applications, if you know it's quality, then absolutely put it in there. We'll do the research, we'll look into it, and will either agree with you or possibly not, but very likely will agree with you, and it can be included in your application.
Yeah, good. And, you know, we have courses from different industries, you know, things like construction, where, you know, we have like welding courses and everything to do with that. You know, we have people within HR that have done some kind of quality-based course. You know, we have different industries join us with different courses. So
health and safety, yeah.
What we say is submit as much information as possible to us on the course. You know, if we look at it and you think, oh, I think it's quality based, but they might not, then supply us the information on why it's a quality based course is what we're saying. To add your training, click add new training, and then just fill out the bits that start in. So most of this information is on your certificate, but when did it start? When did it end? Your course title, i.e., you know, lead auditing course, the number of hours, and remember one day is around 8 hours. So if it's a 2-day course, you'd be looking at 2 times 8, so 16. Your training organisation name, you can find that certificate, and your course outcome. So again, we only accept completed courses. Just in relation to this, one thing that you must do is add your certificate. So there's an upload function here for you to do that. And once you've uploaded your certificate, you'll be able to press save and continue, and then that will add the line here for you. So for instance, we've got a lead auditors course that we've added. I can't see any questions. We do want to make this an interactive session rather than me and Thomasine
just talking at you,
because we want to, you know, make sure that we are helping you fill in your application. So please get your questions over to us. And make sure that, you know, we are helping you as much as possible, as we can answer all your questions within this session. Once you've done that, if you click mark section complete, and the next part of the application process is the work experience section. So in order to meet the practitioner requirements, we require 2 years worth of work experience in a quality-based role. Now, we know that your job title might not necessarily have quality in it, but you do a lot of quality work within your role, and that is something that we will accept. Thomasine, do you want to go in a bit more detail about the work experience and how you fill it in, and what you expect from the applications that you receive?
Absolutely. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. The text might be a little small, but it says that we need a description of your day-to-day quality related and auditing tasks. That's the key phrase here. Tell us about your quality responsibilities. Tell us about your quality duties. Tell us about your quality tasks. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can literally be bullet points. Tell us about the governance or the ISO standard that you're working with. That's the information we're asking for. We want to know about your quality-based experience. That's what's important. As Rob said, you know, we don't expect your job role necessarily to have quality in the title. That's not what's important. What's important is what you put in the responsibility section. Absolutely vital. And again, be detailed. Give us as much information as you can, particularly if you're unsure. Again, just give us all that we can work with.
Yeah, great. Again, we have a lot of people from different job roles, different industries that join us. You know, we have special interest groups. Yeah, we have special interest groups in construction, health,
nuclear, railways.
Yeah, railways.
So we're not expecting just engineers. We're expecting quality professionals. Just that simple. So you tell us what you do that's quality, and we'll assess it.
Right. So I can see that we've got some questions through, so that's good. I'll go on to them in a second. In order to add your work experience, you click the add work experience button. Just need to fill in the start and end date. So we're looking for a minimum of 2 years. So we want to know when you started your role, when you finished your role, your job title. I am the
boss man
or anything. The company, so what's your company called? The industry, so you can see that there's different industries here, and again we have special interest groups and quite a lot of them. And then we've got responsibilities. So this is your chance to give us an outline of why your job's a quality-based role. So once you've done, if you click save and continue, and then once you've added your work experience and your training, you're almost finished the application process. So the next part is the declaration, which just goes through our code of conduct, which you can read here. And then there's a declaration of good standing, just confirming that everything you've put in the application is correct and true. You will then be able to review the application, and then once you've reviewed it, you can click proceed to payment, and that will take you to the cart page, which I'll go over in a second with you. Thomasine, we've got some questions here. So someone has asked us, I've done the training a while ago, will you accept it?
It depends on how a while ago. If it's 20 years old, you will need to have recent training, basically. I suppose that would be the best answer to this question. We would prefer that you had training sort of within the past 5 years, 10 at a push. But we know that training can be hard to come by. So give us everything and make sure that your work experience is as current as it can be.
Yeah, I think also a good thing to know is, it's all about your development, and that's really what we're looking for and looking at when we're marking these applications. If you did a lead audits course maybe like 5 to 10 years ago, but you've done the transition within the last 5 years, we will accept the hours from the previous course because it's showing that you've been developing over the years on your skills. So, if you've done a 5-day course, but that was a while ago, but you've done some kind of upgrade on it or learned a little bit more information, they're the kind of exceptions that we will accept for the application process, because it shows that, you're keeping up your knowledge throughout the years. So things like that really do help your application process if you've done a course for some time. Obviously, some time ago, I'm not sure whether or not that's 5 years, 10 years,
Yeah.
20 years.
I have seen training from over 20 years ago. That was an interesting application.
And it's all about our assessor's judgment as well. So remember, again, it does go over to a human assessor. Someone has also asked, Thomasine, for the work experience section, is there a minimum word count?
Not strictly, but if you've just got one sentence, it's not enough. We need to know exactly what it is that you're doing that makes you a quality professional, and you can't do that with one sentence. So no, there's not a minimum word count, but we expect a lot of detail, a lot of information. We want to know what makes what you do quality.
Yeah, the best way to look at it is a job description. What do you do on a day-to-day basis that's quality-based? And we want to see that within the application. When we get these applications through, the pass rate is a lot better when someone's filled in that section. I think, Thomasine, delays normally occur in the application when you do get one sentence.
When I get one sentence, when I see an application that has one sentence, it will go back to the applicant and we'll ask them for more information. And
then once they've given us more information, it's a pass straight away. So instead of doing it the second time around, do it the first time around. It will save everyone some time.
Keep the process nice and efficient, nice and short.
We're almost at the end of this session, so please get your questions over to us so we can answer a few more. We've only had 2 so far, and I can see that we've got quite a few attendees.
I'm going to assume that that's because we're absolutely perfect.
Hopefully so. We've got another question for you, so obviously not. Someone says, I'm a regional quality manager for a FTSE 250 company. I want to enter at CQP level. I've worked as a quality practitioner for 20 years. Is that the CQP MCQI?
Yeah.
The chartered. That's absolutely fine. You can apply for the chartered status. However, the application process is a lot more extensive. We do have other sessions on this that you've got different routes as well. So you can either apply for a practitioner and then regrade once you've become a member, or you can apply for the chartered member direct. The application process at the start is very similar. So we've got a work experience and training section. However, the main bulk is the case study section, where we're looking for 500-word case studies against our competency framework. So we've got assurance, governance, improvement, context, and leadership. Yeah. Thank you. And we're looking for 2 case studies on each, as I said, around 500 words with some evidence to back it up.
In total, we're looking, that's 500 words for each case study. So in total, we're looking at about 5,000 words for the entire application. And it's time consuming. It really is. If you want to, and that's part of why it's time consuming. No, it's all on you. There is a lot of feedback between you, the applicant, us at CQI, and the external assessors. So if there's still more information that's needed, the application will be returned to you with the feedback from the assessors. But
what I will say, Thomasine, is just for everyone, so the question that's just been sent over.
Oh, sorry, yes.
No, that's okay. Is there some kind of mentorship to vet the application? So if you apply direct, no, but if you become a member with us, i.e. at the practitioner level, you can actually gain access to the membership mentoring scheme. And then you can get someone to assist you with your chartered member application. We do get a lot of people do that. So if you want to spend time doing it and get some assistance, we do recommend going down this practitioner route to start off with. However, you can apply direct. And if you wish to do so, I'll show you our email later. You can send us an email. We can send you an old webinar that we've done recently on the chartered member process as well. If you've got any more questions on that, please send them over to us. We'll get them answered as soon as possible. Sorry to cut you off there, Thomasine. I thought that might be an easier answer.
You're welcome.
Fine. So we'll see if we've got any more questions through shortly. I'm just going to go over the last bit of the application process. So once you've actually completed it, you click proceed to payment. And then you'll be taken to the cart page. So there's 2 fees to pay. You've got a one-off application fee charge and a membership fee charge. So the application fee is to process your application initially, and then it's to get it marked by the external assessor. Now, in terms of our fees, I've just got them up here, but they are prorated to the end of next year. So if you're looking to become a practitioner, the application fee is £54. And the annual membership fee is £192. So the £54 is due now. And then once we've marked your application, that's when the £192 will be due. Now, if you don't meet the requirements, you will be offered the affiliate grade. So don't feel like your money's going down the drain. You will get offered an alternative grade on the assessment, but Thomasine will help you out as much as possible to get the pass mark. You know, the amount of applications that get sent through to her that, you know, she does a bit of prodding and then someone turns around and gives her a course that they've done.
Is that a nice way of saying I'm really pushy and rather strict?
Well, you're just trying to get people what they want at the
Absolutely.
end of the day. So, you know, if you've got it and Thomasine can get it from you, then, you know, there is a chance that you can still get the grade once the assessment's taken place. So that's the fee structure. We also have regrade fees down here below as well. So if you're looking to go down the regrade route, you've got the regrade fees here. As you can see, different grades, the higher the grade, the more recognition you get, and the higher the fee as you go as well. So
sorry to interrupt. And just to clarify, the fees are pro rata for the calendar year. So for this month, November, the membership fee for practitioner is £192. So if you were to join next month, it would be a little less, and so on and so forth. Just wanted to emphasize that. Pro rata.
Great. Thanks, Thomasine. That's actually a very good point. So I'm just going to give you all a 2-minute warning to get your questions over to us, and then we'll answer them all in one go right at the end. So if you've got questions, please send them over to us straight away. So just for everyone who may want to contact us afterwards, so we've got our website here, which is quality.org, in case anyone's not got that or forgotten it. You've got our email address, which is applications@quality.org. So if you've got a question that you wish you asked us, you remember it later, feel free to send us an email and we get back to you. We normally reply within 24 hours. So our email is applications@quality.org. Or if you wish a phone call, Thomasine loves to have a chat.
Yes, I do.
Especially in the afternoon, makes the day go a lot quicker. So you can give us a call on 0207 245 8600. We are option 1 and option 1. And just remember that is a UK number as well. So it's +44. We're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're GMT time now, aren't we?
Yes.
Monday to Thursday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on a Friday. Anything that you might want to add, Thomasine?
No, I think we were pretty great today.
Great. Well, we don't have any questions. It's a shame I didn't add in the poll on how did we do, because it would have been nice to get the receive to see whether or not anyone did have anything. But if you do have any questions, our contact details are here. Hopefully this will help you with your application that you're looking to do. We've cleared up all the information that you need. And if anyone is interested in Chartered Member, if you email us, we can send you the details and the webinar about the Chartered Member process as well. So thanks everyone for their time today. And we hopefully look forward to seeing your application soon.
Thank you.